What's up, y'all? It's your boy Richie Sky. We are back with another video. Y'all know what's up, Sky Squad. We are in the building. Let me know where you guys are watching from. We are about to get this thing started right here and right now. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, drop down your location in the chat. We about to get everything jumping. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell button so that you can stay locked on to all the new content on this channel. And what up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up? Make sure you guys join the texting community so that you can keep up with us. I need to actually send a message to the texting community right this second. So don't mind me. Go ahead and write down where you're from in the chat. Join the text message group. You know what I'm saying? So that you can get all the video notifications. Let me send this right now, basically highlighting back what I'm doing over here in the background. Y'all know what I'm saying? Sending a text message to y'all now. New video premiering now. Boom. About to get it popping, y'all. About to get this thing popping. All right, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and stage dive into what we got to talk about. We're going to be talking about Chrissy Teigen. I talked about this yesterday, and I talked about how she had made a joke about Megan Thee Stallion and she was being dragged for it. I knew I was going to speak about it today, so we're going to go ahead and get into that. We got some major updates on Tamar Braxton that we're going to touch on, and then we got an update on Kim and Kanye reuniting in a dramatic fashion, okay? It's about to go down right now, so let's get things moving, y'all. So Chrissy Teigen, let's really get into what we have going on with this old girl right here, okay? So here's the thing. This is what she did. Old girl basically was like, I have a Megan Thee Stallion joke, but it needs to be twerked on, right? So obviously, this ain't really the time or the place to be making any more jokes about that good Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Megan then told y'all that she tired of y'all making these types of jokes. You know what I'm saying? And RHOA got the backlash from it as well as allegedly being let go from her Savage Fenty contract. So people aren't really here for this. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of background about Chrissy Teigen, for those of you who may not know, she is notorious for her Twitter rants and things that she says on Twitter. She gets a lot of, notoriety from the things that she says on Twitter. At this point in time, besides being John Legend's wife, I don't know what else she's doing. I think she has a show on Quibi, if I'm not mistaken. It's some type of judge court show that's supposed to be comedy. And I feel as though in my spirit, she is trying to sort of brand herself in this sort of comedy lane. Now, I don't know that to be true, but it just looks like that on the surface. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, once the people started dragging her for her post, she then says, before you start, I love her. Okay, so she had posted, I have a Megan Thee Stallion joke, but it needs to be twerked on. So then she says, before you start, I love her. So apparently the people was dragging her so hard down to the ground in the comments. She says, I'll delete because you guys are so effing annoying. Just unfollow me, you absolute tools. So now at this point in time, she has basically closed her Twitter account, and you can't actually see any of her tweets. As you guys can see right here, all of the tweets are protected. So there is nothing that we can see here from her. So you can't even go back and grab the screenshots, because that's what people was about to do, because then once they start getting those tweets, they was going to get some other tweets too. You understand what I'm saying? And so for me, when I look at something like this, in a situation like this, particularly with Chrissy Teigen, who, again, like I said, is known for making these types of jokes on Twitter, I just feel like she's 34 at this point. John Legend is 41. And so for me, it's kind of like, I think at 34, you're kind of old enough, and and she's a mom. So I feel like you're kind of old enough to know like what should be joked about and what should not be joked about. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? And so what I want to know from you guys is, now personally, I feel like if she is trying to sort of delve into the territory of being a comedian, then she needs a lot of work, because I feel like to be a comedian in this day and age, there's a level of sensitivity that's going to be required from a lot of comedians moving forward. It's not like back in the day when you could just say whatever you wanted to say and do whatever you wanted and however you wanted to say it, and then think it's going to be straight up comedy at anybody's expense. Okay. So in my mind, I'm like, I don't really know what to say about her at this point, other than I feel as though she should probably just stay off of Twitter for a while. You know what I'm saying? Just stay off the Twitter. Don't say nothing else. Just take a little break from all this, because this ain't it. This ain't the way. This ain't the key. And John Legend, you probably want to have a good conversation with her about why this ain't appropriate. You understand what I mean? Let me know down in the chatterization what you guys think about this. Do you guys follow Chrissy Teigen on Twitter? Let me know if you guys do. I'm just interested in sort of hearing what you guys have to say about it. Let me know in that good chat. Now I want to move on over to that good situation with Tamar Braxton. So we have an update from Tamar Braxton's boyfriend, and he's given us basically a health update about how she's doing. And so in that update, he basically says this. He says, on behalf of Tamar Braxton, I want to thank her fans and the public for the ongoing thoughts and prayers. Tamar is a beautifully talented woman, a devoted mother, a loving girlfriend, a dear sister, and a special friend to countless people. This is an extremely difficult time for Tamar and her family as she navigates professional and personal struggles, including her battle with depression. Tamar is currently receiving the best available medical attention to address those struggles and strengthen her mental health and her family, and I will remain by her side throughout the treatment. Okay. Now, he said mental health is a common issue affecting 1 in 5 Americans. Please continue to send prayers and hope as Tamar continues the path to recovery and ultimate happiness. We ask to please respect Tamar's privacy and her family's privacy during this important time of healing. Okay. So while our thoughts continue to go out to Tamar and her family and everything that she might be going through, okay, we got to get into the other headline that's sort of really percolating around with this story. And that is basically from our friends over at the Jasmine brand, who came with the exclusive that Tamar's boyfriend is extremely controlling. Okay, this is what the source is saying. And he wanted her new reality show to be more about him, and now wants the show axed because of how he's portrayed. Now, I placed a link for this article down in the description down below, so you guys can read it at your own leisure. I'm just going to give you guys a bit of the highlights from it, some quotes that are basically written about him. Okay. They're saying this. They're saying that his behavior on the show with Tamar and production was alarming. He wanted to be very involved and wanted to be on camera way more than expected from the very first day. Now, this is what a source close to Tamar and the production is saying. Then they said this. David constantly acted like he wanted to be behind the scenes and didn't want to be on camera. But when production began, he was always trying to be on camera, even when he wasn't scheduled to be in a scene. He would make sure that he was involved in some way and would make the scene about him so that he could get more time on camera. He wanted this to be the David and Tamar show. And then the source continues with this. And when he wasn't there, he was always calling Tamar and stressing her out. Production was concerned more so with how he was affecting Tamar's ability to focus on working on herself, which is what she said she wanted to do. And then the final thing that they had to say was that this reality show was different in that the audience saw exactly what was shot. The scenes where he's inserting himself into the process, yelling at, I guess, one of the producers and telling Tamar what to do and how to handle herself. That's what really happened. And I don't think he expected to come off like that. He doesn't want the world to see that. He was livid when he saw it. This was supposed to be his big moment where he was officially introduced to the world. And that's not the image that he wanted to portray. Okay, so it's interesting to me, very, very interesting to me. I cannot wait to see how this whole situation plays out with Tamar on this show. From understanding, again, this was supposed to be a show where Tamar was able to sort of, work on herself, reveal, intimate things about herself as she was on this spiritual journey. And from what we're hearing, it sounds like in some way, shape, or form, it turned into something else. And I feel like from what I'm hearing from behind the scenes, from a source close to production myself, is that we're going to see a lot of this play out on camera. So if you guys saw the trailer to the show, you guys see you're going to see some of these things sort of play out. And again, I hope and pray that she is able to get the resolve that she wants to get. But in terms of reality TV viewing, we're actually going to see all of this play out. So I guess we'll just have to, see how it plays out ourselves. Okay. So we're going to move on to one last topic, you guys, because it is currently percolating in the news. Let me bring it up. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian had a tearful reunion in Wyoming. She apparently flew out to Wyoming, and these photos were snapped while they were at a Wendy's. Okay, so obviously whoever was inside the Wendy's, whoever was the teller, okay, they didn't had the camera up. They didn't had the camera up like this, screen grabbing all the shots of Kanye and Kim as they at the Wendy's drive-through. I don't know why they decided to take the drive to the Wendy's. I mean, knowing that everybody knows what's going on, they probably should have just ordered the Uber Eats, okay, or the Postmates. You know what I'm saying? Order in. Or you mean to tell me that y'all couldn't pay somebody to run down to the Wendy's to grab y'all a 20-piece nuggets and come on back to the compound so that y'all can cry in peace? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Anyway, my thought is this. Y'all got to know that anywhere y'all go, if I see Kanye West at the window, I'm probably going to pull out my camera too, okay? Y'all, Kanye and Kim over here. I might be live streaming. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to put y'all in the mind of what somebody at the drive-thru might be thinking when they see this right here. Obviously, she is in a state of duress. She is not in her, she is emotional in this moment. He definitely looks emotional in this moment. And so, interestingly enough, we're able to see all of this. And there have been murmurings that the two of them have been separated for quite some time. I was doing a good search online today because I was wanting to find out the information, to find out the good tea, to find out what really was the deal with this situation. Are they together or not? The fact that she is in Wyoming at this point in time, I feel like it does say a lot about what she is trying to do about this relationship, and with the hope that it can be saved. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what to make of this whole situation right now. It's interesting to see because we don't know if the kids were there or not. And to be quite honest with you, who really knows what's about to happen next with these two? All I do know is the same thing I said earlier and last week as well. Where is the album? Okay. All of this seems to be every time he comes out with an album, he goes on a tirade, right? And so for me, what I'm looking at is if the album could have been a trigger and making this album and running for president and all of these things were a trigger, maybe it wasn't the right time to try to, do all of this at once. You know what I'm saying? It might have just been too much. And even Elon Musk, okay, thank you, Lacey, for that super chat. Elon Musk had then tweeted out, it just came to my mind that he even advised Kanye that maybe 2020 was not the year to try to run for the election. Maybe 2024. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2024 when things are a little bit better, because even Elon Musk said Kanye West seemed to be fine, but he could tell that things were not fine. Okay. Now, anyway, I'm not going to beat the horse on this topic because I still need to jump back on here momentarily and run down this Love and Marriage Huntsville episode review. And I feel like we'll do it live because I'm really fired up about a lot of things that I saw. So we're going to come back with that video as well. So Crystal Herbert says this. Since she is so private, I find it hard to believe you crying in the car and went to go get fast food when we all know they have people for that. Crystal, I totally agree with you. You know, Mimi, I feel the same way. They're giving me a headache. I don't know what to think no more, but I'm just bringing y'all the tea, okay? I'm just bringing y'all the news. Bright Star says they are definitely attention seekers. They're doing too much risky things. Paula says 2020 never. They wanted to be seen while us go through the drive-through. Grace Turner, yes, I'm going to be talking about that at some point in time very, very soon. There's an update for Real Housewives of New York that I'm just trying to do a little bit more research on before I come with it. This is a good point. Maybe they want it to be normal and get a drive-through burger. That could definitely be the case. I just think that, you know, I guess this is one of those situations where we kind of don't expect, you know, stars to be like us, right? Because have y'all ever been in a car with your spouse, your significant other or whatever, and y'all be like driving someplace and y'all having like a argument or a disagreement, and y'all might pull up and get something to eat too. It does seem rather normal, like a normal people thing to do. But I guess because we know that they are very cognizant of the spotlight, it just makes it seem like, now for real, come on now. Like, y'all had to know, if I see Kim Kardashian in a car crying, I told y'all I'm gonna be like this too. Handing the order over. Here is your Starbucks. I am. You know, that's just what people do. Anyway, Kate says she's human. I don't trust him. I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't even know what to think at this point. All I know is they keep on. It's more Kanye news popping off as we speak about him trying to, I guess, get approval to run in New York State and another state as well. We'll cover that as soon as it happens. But for right now, make sure you guys listen. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell button. Join the texting community so that I can send you an immediate text message as soon as we're starting a new live or I'm dropping a new video. As you guys can see, I will do it right at the top of the video, even if I didn't do it beforehand, so that you guys can have the notification directly to your phone in case you're not busy and you want to watch it or you want to just watch it later on. You will always know that there is a new video out, because not everybody gets all the notifications on YouTube, because some people may be following 100 different channels, and you know, this is just a good way for me to kind of say, hey, here's a video for you. Here's a live for you. Let's jump on it. With that being said, I love y'all so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.